Black Death on the Limpopo, Asher Watkins. The first light over Limpopo was the kind that seemed to sharpen everything. The thorn trees, the distant kopjes, the dust suspended in the air. It was August 3rd, 2025, and in the muted orange glow, a small safari team stood around the smoldering embers of last night's fire. Asher Watkins, a Texas rancher who had made his fortune in cattle, oil, and sheer determination, tightened the strap of his worn leather rifle sling. He had hunted elk in Montana, bears in Alaska, and red stags in New Zealand. But today was different. Today was for the Cape buffalo, Africa's Black Death. It was said the buffalo could read your soul, that it remembered every hunter who had ever raised a rifle in its direction. And unlike most prey, the buffalo sometimes hunted you back. The professional hunter, a man named Peter with sun-creased skin and a voice like gravel, briefed the team in a low, steady tone. We track slow. We move quiet. And when the bull turns, you shoot to kill. Anything else, and you'll wish you'd never come. They set out, accompanied by a wiry Shangan tracker named Joseph, whose eyes scanned the ground like a man reading a book no one else could see. For hours they moved through acacia scrub, finding signs, a deep hoof print in the dust, a broken branch still oozing sap, the sharp tang of animal musk in the air. Each step was a reminder that they were following something powerful, something that did not fear them. By late morning, the wind shifted. Joseph froze, lifting a single finger. Somewhere ahead, just beyond the mopane trees, came the sound, a low, rumbling snort. The bull was close. Peter motioned for Asher to ready his rifle. They crept forward, hearts pounding, and then they saw him. The buffalo stood broadside in a patch of shade, his massive horns sweeping outward like a crown of black iron. His hide was scarred from old battles. One milky eye caught the sun, but the other fixed directly on them. Asher raised his rifle. The world seemed to narrow to the space between his sights and the beast's shoulder. The shot rang out. Birds exploded from the treetops. The bull stumbled, then, impossibly, wheeled around and charged. It was not a run. It was an avalanche of muscle and rage. Again, Peter shouted. Asher fired a second shot, the recoil hammering into his shoulder. The buffalo kept coming, dust boiling up under its hooves. Joseph dove sideways. Peter swung his rifle up, but the bull hit Asher first. The impact was like a car crash. The hunter was flung backward into the dust, the buffalo's horn catching him under the ribs. Peter's rifle barked, and the great beast staggered, swaying like a drunk, before collapsing in a shuddering heap. For a long moment, no one moved. The only sound was the wind rattling the dry leaves. Peter dropped to his knees beside Asher, but it was too late. His breath was gone, his eyes already glazing over. They wrapped the body in canvas and began the long drive back to camp, the sun dipping low over the savannah. Behind them, vultures circled in the heat haze, descending toward the fallen king of the grasslands. And somewhere in the quiet of Limpopo, the legend of the Black Death grew a little darker.